editor with a frame line that we've reviewed before, the Ovo Optics frames. Lool utilizes a screwless hinge design, like the Ovos, but a completely different take. Instead of twisting to remove the dimple, there's a tab here to squeeze and pull. Then this sleeve can be removed, and the lens taken out because the eye wire is now open. I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't have to touch a screwdriver or heat anything up in order to remove that lens. Quite impressive, the design. Very convenient for the optician dispensing this frame. Now, Lool has been around for 2 or 3 years, but now that they've been out for a while, they've worked out some of the kinks. Now is when we've decided to bring them on as a frame line. I have 4 models to show you. We have a couple of more masculine shapes and colorways on the right, and a couple of more feminine shapes and colorways on the left. And also, we have 2 models that are metal-dominated designs, and 2 models that are acetate-dominated designs. Let's take a look at one of the plastic frames. That first frame we looked at was called the Byte, B-Y-T-E, as in the computer byte. And actually, before we move on to the plastic, let's take some measurements of the byte. The byte has an eye size, or a measurement, of 58. A bridge measurement, or DBL, of 18. A B measurement of 38. And a temple length measurement of 145. You'll also notice on the inside of the temple where those measurements are printed a small arrow pointing down. Some brands utilize this symbol to signify that there are smaller sizes available for that specific shape. Let's look at the next model. This is the hanger. A slightly different design of the frame, actually a completely different design of the frame, utilizes what I suspect is a nylon composite in the front, not acetate. I suspect this due to its flexibility and the fact that the lens itself states gold assembly, meaning this frame should not be heated when installing new lenses. This hinge differs from the last. Instead of having a screw in this design, this frame utilizes what appears to be a plastic plug to create tension and hold the pieces together. Time will tell how that design holds up over time. With these frames being a direct style and design competitor to OVO optics, it will be interesting to see how they hold up. OVO is known and renowned for their long-lasting durability. We'll see if Lool is up to the challenge. The next frame is the Altair, a female-oriented and marketed design in this beautiful red color with gold and white accents. It is really a striking design. It utilizes sharp angles to tell its story. It too utilizes the pinch, temple, and sleeve lens removal design. With the Altair and the bite, you'll need to be cognizant of the patient's prescription, and I would avoid using these two frames with quite high plus powered patients, as the edges of those can be quite thin, and the lab may actually need to add material and thus weight to make them work with these frames. The the hanger and the castor will not have this problem, being plastic frames and a high bevel mount as opposed to a groove mount. Moving on to the castor. This utilizes a matte finish gunmetal temple as opposed to the more rose gold temple of the hanger. But overall, the mechanics of the design are the same, utilizing that plastic plug. Let's take some additional measurements of some of these frames, starting with the hair. I'm seeing an eye size of 48. B measurement 42. Bridge measurement of 21. And a temple length of 145. The altar. 54 eye size, 43 B measure, and a 17 or 18 DBL or bridge measure. Lastly, the castor. We have a 54 eye size, a 15 B measure, and a 40 B measurement. Sorry, did I say B measure for the middle bit here? I meant bridge or DBL. And a 150 millimeter temple length. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you right here next time.